It was just after 2 p.m. on a rainy Thursday when Emily, the 22-year-old waitress with a messy ponytail and tired eyes, wiped the fog off the diner window and noticed a little girl standing outside in a too-thin hoodie. She was no older than 6, her curly hair damp from the drizzle, her big eyes wide as she stared longingly at the counter full of pastries. Inside, the diner was almost empty, just the hum of a coffee machine and the faint clatter of dishes in the back. Emily's shift was nearly over, and all she had left from her lunch break was half a turkey sandwich wrapped in wax paper. She was saving it for later. Money was tight. Tips had been bad all week, but something about that child made her chest ache. She walked out, sandwich in hand. "Hey, sweetie," she said gently, "are you okay?" The little girl nodded slowly but didn't speak. She glanced at the sandwich, then back up at Emily. "You hungry?" Another nod. Emily knelt down, unwrapped the sandwich, and broke it in half. "It's not fancy, but it's warm. Want some?" The little girl took it with trembling fingers, her eyes misting with gratitude. "Thank you," she whispered. Emily smiled, trying to ignore the tightness in her throat. "Where's your mommy or daddy, sweetheart?" The girl pointed vaguely down the street. "Daddy's coming. He was on the phone." Emily hesitated, but then walked her inside, sat her at a booth, and poured her a cup of warm milk. She sat with her while she ate, chatting softly about her favorite cartoons and her stuffed rabbit named Mr. Bubbles. Her name was Sophie. About 10 minutes later, the bell above the door rang, and a tall man rushed in, soaked from the rain, his expression panicked until his eyes landed on his daughter, Sophie. He called, rushing over. He scooped her into his arms, pressing kisses to her forehead. "You scared me." Emily stood, smiling. "She's okay, just needed somewhere warm." The man turned to her, breath catching slightly. He looked like he'd stepped out of a luxury magazine's sleek dark coat, tailored slacks, a gleaming watch peeking from his cuff. "I thank you," he said sincerely, meeting her eyes. "I couldn't find her for 10 minutes. She slipped away while I took a call." You have no idea how grateful I am." Emily gave a modest shrug. "I just gave her half a sandwich. Anyone would have done the same." He looked down at the paper plate, now empty, and then at the milk glass. "Not everyone would have done that," he said quietly. "Most would have." Looked away. Sophie tugged on his sleeve. "Daddy, she gave me her lunch. She didn't eat." Something shifted in the man's eyes. He glanced around the old diner, then at Emily's worn shoes, the fading notepad in her apron, the tired but kind expression on her face. "May I ask your name?" he said. "Emily, Emily," he repeated. "Do you have dreams beyond this?" "Diner," she chuckled nervously. "Sure. I wanted to finish nursing school, but life happened." He extended his hand. "My name's Daniel Hartman." She froze. That name, she'd read it somewhere. Tech mogul, venture capitalist, net worth in the hundreds of millions. "I'd like to help you," he said simply. No strings attached, just someone repaying kindness with kindness. Her breath caught. "Why?" He smiled softly. "Because you took care of the most important thing in my life when I wasn't looking, and that matters more than anything." 2 weeks later, Emily was enrolled in nursing school, with tuition fully paid. She worked part-time, not as a waitress anymore, but as a receptionist in Daniel's company's wellness clinic. She and Sophie became close. Every week, they had sandwich lunch dates on park benches, sharing smiles and stories. And though the world may never write her name in headlines, one rainy afternoon, Emily changed her life and a millionaire's forever, with just half a sandwich and a heart full of kindness.